Nonstop Local is partnering with Greater Spokane Valley Chamber of Commerce and Greater Spokane Incorporated to bring you Candidate Conversations.
Time now for another candidate conversation. Joining me now is Michael Baumgartner, running for Congress in the 5th District. Thank you so much for joining us. We're giving all the candidates the same question. You get a minute to respond. Issues affecting businesses and just the overall population here in Eastern Washington. We'll start with inflation, regulation, and small business taxes. Do you think that the government should be doing more or less to be helping small businesses?
Well, the government needs to get out of the way to help small business. You know, we have here in Washington State, we have an extremely high regulatory environment, and I have a lot of concerns from increased regulation and taxes coming from Washington, D.C. as well. So if I am fortunate enough to get elected and sent to Washington, D.C., I'll fight hard to make sure that taxes stay low and that government regulation keeps out of the way of our entrepreneurs and business leaders.
All right. Homelessness, substance abuse, mental health in proximity to businesses here, along with crime and theft. How do you help create a safe environment for businesses in Eastern Washington?
Well, we really need to get on a different path than we are right now in downtown Spokane. You know, I think too many people when they come to Spokane, they don't feel safe right now, and that's not okay. We need to have a strong downtown core, and part of that's feeling safe. I think we have so many problems of drug addiction, mental health, and that we need to really develop treatment and also perhaps some additional tougher measures than we have right now. You know, Washington State has been a place where it's been, for the last few years, a place where it's been too easy to commit crime with not enough penalties. And so we need to take a little stronger hand to our downtown core than we've had recently.
Talking rent costs here, Washington's one of the median, one of the highest in the country. How do you deal with the housing costs here in Washington if elected? Well,
once again, you know, government is on one hand saying they want more housing, but on the other hand, they're making it so expensive to build housing. It's substantially more expensive to build a house in Washington State than it is across the border in Idaho because of all that thickness of government regulation, a lot of labor regulation, environmental relations. So we need to bring those things down. About $150,000 in the cost of each house is actually just that regulatory burden. So if the government would bring that down, it'd be a lot easier to build houses and folks would afford them. You know, we want every middle-class family to be able to afford a home in Washington State, and right now that's not happening. And so, again, we need to look at things that drive down the price of building a house and increase the supply.
All right, Michael Baumgartner, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.